Sorry about that. I not long had lunch. Alright, so with Star Allies finally out of the way and Final Fantasy V finished, it's time to go back to the polls. And this title's called Blast from the Past for a reason, because this is a game I used to play a lot when I was a little kid at school, actually. Zoombinis. Gonna start a new game. So can I? Nope. Okay. All right. I'm gonna call this stream. All right. Let's watch the intro. Wait, hang on. Wait, is it not gonna let me put on the intro? Son of a gun. Hang on a minute. I wonder why I wouldn't play the intro. There we go.
Not too long
Sorry, turning it down just a little bit.
ago, Zoombinis enjoyed the good life. Though they all looked slightly different, different eyes, noses, hair, feet, such differences meant nothing to the Zoombinis. And so they lived happily on Zoombini Isle, making small, useful products which were prized the world over. The Zoombinis had a sense of fulfillment and inner peace, not to mention healthy bank accounts. Then one day, who should show up but the Bloats? The Bloats offered to help the Zoombinis grow their businesses, expand their trade routes, and improve their quality of life. Being trusting sorts, the Zoombinis agreed. But before long, the Bloats had taken over everything. Stealing profits, canceling holidays, piling on work. The Zoombinis were getting pretty stressed out. Well, you can push them only so far before they take matters into their own hands, so to speak. So they decided to escape and build a new home in a distant land.
Alright, and that's pretty much the story. We're bringing the Zoombinis to a new place. Alright, so the main basis of this game is plain and simple. You get to create your own Zoombinis, so to speak. So any different types of hairs that you want, different eyes and all that, noses and feet. And that's pretty much it. Now, this game is a puzzle game of sorts. This is actually a children's educational game. Just wants to make my favourite one. Yeah, I remember loving this game as a kid, and I played it recently, and yeah, it's still as good as I remember. So what you have to do is create 16 different Zoombinis, each different combinations, or you can have them all be the same as much as you want. Plain and simple. However, if you're not too keen on that, you can just click this, and it'll randomly generate all of them for you. So this game is also relatively short, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be playing this game twice, because there are two branching paths and we're going to be taking both of them. And then once that's done, we'll move straight to Roller Coaster Tycoon, another game I used to play a lot when I was a kid. Anyway, let's begin.
days tossed about by a stormy sea, the Zoombinis reach the shore of a peculiar land.
Alright, so if you ever want to know what to do with each puzzle, just click this. Allergic cliffs, not so easy. Feeling stuck? Don't worry, Brave Explorer. You have all the information you need to complete this challenge and get all the Zoombinis through. Take your time, look for patterns, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you have our little blue friends left behind, they'll be waiting at Zoombini Isle to try again. So yeah, the main consequence of each puzzle is losing Zoombinis. Think of them as kind of like Pikmin, only they don't die. So what you have to do is bring them across this bridge here. Now, that seems simple enough, but if you look at the faces, let's see if I can get it to set off like this. No, it seems to be fine. Alright, let's try one that's quite similar to that one on this one. Each cliff face is allergic to a specific type of Zoombini and will sneeze them off the specific bridge. And if you might have noticed, one of the pegs disappeared. If all those pegs disappear, the bridge collapses and any on the right side can continue on, while the ones on the left side are left behind. And this is pretty much the basics of it. You're just bringing them through. Like I said, it's a children's educational game, so it doesn't get too difficult yet. And that's a nice sneeze. So basically, the pattern here is that it seems to be the types of Zoombinis' feet. So in this case, propellers, springs, and wheels seem to get across just fine. Let's check out rollerblades. Nope. So rollerblades have to go on to the other bridge. And like I said before, this game does get harder, and I do mean brutally harder. Like some of the puzzles are pretty ridiculous. However, that takes a long time to get to those. So what we're going to be doing is, like I said, I'm only going to be playing this twice, but I'm going to put this game back on the rotation for the polls. And between streams, if I can, I'll play some of the game off screen. So yeah, I'll play some of the game off stream so we can get to the more difficult ones. Yeah, like I said before, this is a game I used to play a lot when I was a kid. When I was in year 4, like, there was this computer which had Zoombinis on it, and that was for students who passed their works early. So it was a very good motivation to get kids to finish their work as quick as they can while still being, like, efficient. Then I ended up getting this game on a CD so I could play it on the computer anytime I wanted, which led to hours of fun with both me and my little brother.
How fortunate for Zoombinis that you are their guide.
Alright. And well, plain and simple, well, sorry. And then this game got put on Steam and I bought it immediately since I lost the CD for the game. Anyway, moving on to the next puzzle. I love this jingle, by the way. It's very catchy. Well,
These stone guards have their rules, so do proceed with skill. Zoombini's one guard won't allow, the other guard surely will.
They're blue. Welcome.
yeah, this is the clarification. This is something I should say, like the animations and such. Keep in mind, this was a 1995 PC game. Anyway, much like the bridge before. Hang on. Will this say these some guys? Okay. These stone guards are kind of like the two bridges, only this time there's 4 to take. So let's try this one. That's a success. So, judging by the patterns, it might be either with the hair, eyes, nose, or wheels. That's something you always need to look out for. For the easier stuff, it seems to mostly be the feet that go through. But trust me, this does get significantly harder later on.
Can't let you in.
Okay, so as you notice, this green guy stopped the Zoombini. That means neither of these paths can be taken. So let's try this one.
Well, why not?
Yep, that's easy enough.
Kind of slow, ain't you?
Now, what was I going to say? I can't remember now. Yeah, looking back, like, animation-wise... Oh.
Nice try.
What's different? That was weird. Maybe it's eyes.
Proceed.
Yeah, it must be. Cyclops' glasses, bored eyes, sunglasses.
Well, you're okay.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
You'll do. One of the chosen few. Da-da-da.
But yeah, animation-wise, it hasn't really aged well.
Well, why not? Proceed.
Since I used to play this game all the time when I was a kid, I rarely, like, you know, get bothered by this.
You'll do.
Whoa, my! You've done exceptionally well. Carry on, carry on.
You've done quite well. How delightful.
And so our brave travelers continue on through this dusty wasteland until they meet Arno, the almost omnivorous, one very hungry pizza troll.
Fleeing? You're not fleeing. Whatever you are, make me a pizza!
Now, this one in particular is much like the others. It's a process of elimination sort of deal. The best way I figured out is to just make one pizza at a time with each topping and pay attention to what he says.
Something must go!
So yeah, because that pizza landed here, he didn't like the pineapples, I guess they are. So let's try pepperoni. Sorry, peppers.
More!
So yeah, so he wants that, so let's try peppers and... I guess that's pepperoni. I'm not sure, I don't eat pizza, I don't like it.
Something must go!
Alright, so he didn't really like the pepperoni. Let's try mushrooms.
There's stuff on that I don't like!
Okay, so by process of elimination, peppers and cheese should be the correct answer.
Thank you, thank you. Have a pizza party!
You did it! You saved them all! on. What's this? A campsite with hot soup all ready to eat? Looks like a fine place for Zoombinis to relax. But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
Alright, so this is pretty much a checkpoint. If you don't have 16, you can't proceed. Like, you'll have to go back to the previous area and bring more Zoombinis through. Now, I really do like these camp spots here, because not only do they have quite a relaxing feel to it, there's a lot of weird stuff you can click. For example... Yeah. So what else? Change the color of these. Make the soup bubble. Change these. Change these. Now this here, this is where you drag Zoombinis and pretty much just put them in reserve. How many can this hold? Let's see, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this can hold up to 30 Zoombinis. Alright, so anyway, let's get a move on. There are two paths here. This is why we're going to be playing the game twice, because I'm going to be showing off both paths. We're going to take this one first.
Zoombinis must have something in common with their neighbor to sit on Captain Cajun's ferry.
Welcome to the boat. Now hurry yourselves up and find your seat.
Alright, this asshole right here. This is probably my least favorite puzzle in the game. Well, at least the higher difficulty ones anyway, because this isn't so bad. Basically, every Zoombini
Sit wherever you want to. I don't really care.
Yes, you flippin' do. Look what happens when I put one that's completely different.
No.
So, unlike the bridge, the stone tower, and the pizza place, the pizza troll, you can do this as long as you want, because, like, the bridge would eventually collapse if you made too many wrong decisions. For the stone place, like, rocks would block the path, so they wouldn't be able to get past. And that pizza troll would eventually, like, smack away Zoombinis so that they disappear. So, yeah. The best way I find is to, like, get all the ones of one class, then try to mix it with another. So, like, so for example, yellow noses.
Ah, sure.
Then, cyclopses with red noses. Go to the pink, and, oh no. This hair here. Green noses.
There you go, you got it.
Hang on. Take him back.
Ah, sure.
There we go. That was easy. But keep in mind, on the harder difficulties, this one's a pain in the ass. It's my least favorite. So if you ever end up replaying this game again, I'm probably going to be skipping this one often.
Color, flower, and lily pad shape too may be the keys that get them through.
This is definitely one of the most complex puzzles, and it's the one that takes me a while to get right. Basically, every frog has some sort of pattern or color on it, and it can only follow the adjacent lily pads of that. So, for example, this blue one here can travel along here. There we go. So yeah, you need to pay attention to both color and shape. Like, I find it best to, like, just focus on colors first before you focus on the patterns and the lily pad shapes. Just because colors are kind of easier At least for me, anyway. I'm not sure how it is for anyone else. Alright, we get to use them again. Now, you might be wondering, why don't I just use the one frog from start to finish? After 2 uses, they go away, so you have to use, like, multiple different frogs. That's why I suggest using the coloured ones first. Now, I can, like, do a bunch. Like, I can probably do, like, 3 at a time, 4 at a time. But I'd rather, like, take my time with this one, because this is where you can trip up really easily if you're not paying attention. Although, for this one, I can do at least 2, but I have to be very careful. Here's the thing, though, like, losing Zoombinis isn't the worst thing that can happen. It just means that once you get to a checkpoint, it means you have to go back to a previous stage to get more. Alright. There we go. Also, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think it's possible for frogs to, like, crash into each other and make it so that they can't continue. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember. Might be something in the later... Might be something in the more difficult versions of the puzzle, but I really don't remember. Alright. One thing I will say, though, it's really nice to finally have Twitch chat open rather than just use my phone. Hang on. No. Okay. No. So, free. This is going to take a minute. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, all squares here. Where is it? Here it is. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this one usually gets me, so I have to, like, double and triple check every time. So, what was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah, like, I'm glad I can finally have Twitch open to check the chat, because when I was doing Final Fantasy V, I had to have my phone for the chat, cause otherwise there was, like, a huge latency issue. Okay. But one thing I learned was that my phone only displays my side of the chat, so I noticed that my friend Naproxen was actually chatting to me, and I didn't see it. Because my phone doesn't show anyone else's but my own, which was absolutely redundant. But, like, even though I've got part of, like, the video on Twitch, like, the feedback, like, covered, because I've got the OBS and the game itself, I can at least still see, like, we're not getting any form of, like, latency. Alright, so... Free. Just for the record, they can't go diagonally. Oh, this one, the 4-leaf lily pads. Nope. Red. What about this one? What's this one? Okay. This is going to take a while. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this one's almost a straight line. So let's just do this one. Got 7 left. Minus that's 8. So 4 more frogs. And keep in mind, some of these frogs do lead to dead ends, and you can't get your Zoombinis back once they're stuck in a dead end, otherwise the frogs will just hop endlessly. So yeah. Alright. But yeah, I'm honestly not sure if people are going to be that interested in seeing multiple playthroughs of this. Because, like, it only really gets interesting once the difficulty, like, spikes up tremendously. Which it will, trust me. But not in this session, that's for sure. Alright, free. I'm trying to find that. Okay, let's try the X's. Bingo. Although, to be fair, like, this actually wouldn't be a bad game to stream if I had, like, a lot of followers, because I could essentially test them. It's like, right now I'm looking at the chat, and I've got no one. And, yeah. I don't know, like, if I was streaming for viewers, I'd be streaming every day. But, I'll be real, this is just meant for me to, like, I don't know, play games that I've yet to catch up on, that I've yet to finish. Yep. To help with my speaking problem, because I trip over my words a lot, and I'm not proud of it. And to top it off, I just think it's a lot of fun. Like, when I did the few streams before, like, when I didn't have my own setup, it was a lot of fun. Granted, I'm essentially, like, treating it more like a Let's Play than a live stream, but, gotta do something. Okay, so... let's try these flowers. Bingo. Yeah, once again, I'm sorry if I'm, like, being a bit too slow. I'm just paranoid as all hell, because this is... like I said, this is a puzzle that always gets me. If I ever do multiple playthroughs of this, I'll most likely be taking the other path anyway, because that one has the more fun puzzles. But this one's definitely the more challenging puzzles. Perfect. Alright, so one frog left. I have no flippin' idea which one it is. Alright, freeze. No. No. Ah, here we go. Here it is. I was wondering where the damn freeze were. Crap, lost it. Damn it. Okay, okay. There's blue flower here. I will say though, like, just listening to the sounds, I actually quite like the sounds in this game. It's very, even though there isn't much music, like, it's surprisingly peaceful. I guess because there's mostly, like, animal ambience, but it's really nice. I really like it. Alright, that's all of them. Nope, narrator's not going to see anything. Let's move on to the next puzzle.
Zoombinis will get a rise out of these stone hexes if they can make the right connections.
Okay, so much like the it's much like the boat with the frog, you need to find Zoombinis that have something in common. So, like, judged by their, it's like same hair, same feet, same nose, same eyes. Keep in mind, this doesn't relate to like scruffy hair. It just means same hairstyles. So we'll do same feet. Actually, let me take a look. 4 springs. 3 trainers. I have 2 wheels. Oh, sorry, 3 wheels, but oh well. Okay. Springs. Eyes. Wait. Oh, right, my mistake. Let's do noses for that one. Alright. Same hairstyle. Yeah, trust me, this is one of the easiest ones. I think I might have botched this. Alright, hang on. Yeah, I think I botched this. Hang on. Okay, so I need something with the same eyes as that. So I need another board eyes. This is the only one with board eyes, so... I don't have many with that hairstyle, so... That fixes that problem, but now I've got the other problem. Alright, different hairstyles. Okay, so... Wow, actually, hang on. No, that doesn't really work, does it? That kind of works. I've at least fixed one problem, but I've got another. Alright, so... Same noses. Same hair. I've never stumped myself in this puzzle before. This is kind of new. Alright. Alright, let me take all these guys off and try again. Oh, stupid mouse, don't start now. Having such a good time. Yeah, I've been having a lot of latency with my mouse lately. I think it's like half dead batteries or something, because I'm using a wireless mouse. Alright, let's take a look. Let's actually divide these into specific feet for the time being. 4 springs. 4 rollerblades. 3 wheels. 3 trainers. And 3 propellers. Oops. Don't know how that happened there. Alright. So... let's see now. 3 haircuts. 2 feet. 2 noses. Sorry, 2 eyes, 1 nose. Alright, so let's focus on the noses. How many yellows do I have? 1, 2, 3. 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3. 4 pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 reds. 1, 2, 3. 4 greens. So, I seem to have 4 of every type. Well, I have 3 reds, so let's actually make the reds the noses. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Why won't that go on? What the hell? That was weird. Alright, so... 2 foot types. I only have 2 Cyclopses, so they should really be together. Plus one, yeah. Oh yeah, I've got 4 Cyclopses. Never mind. Oh, but I only have 2 board eyes. Well, all right. Let's just do sunglasses. All right. Feet. Wait, this is the only one without hairstyles, so... Yeah, I literally only have 1 with that type of haircut, so I really shouldn't have... Let's see. There we are. No, now back to this problem again. Right. Kind of buggered myself here, haven't I? What other propellers do I have? Not any that I can trade with. Hairstyles. Actually, because these two have the same... Alright, need someone with trainers or propeller. Let me just start working around the sort of stuff. So now I need another Cyclops. Now I need another one with a red nose. There we go.
You got them all through. Good for you.
I've never been that bad at that puzzle before. I apologize.
Amazing indeed. Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for Zoombinis. And they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
Alright, so second campsite, as usual, 30 Zoombinis. Actually, hang on. Yeah, 30 Zoombinis as usual. And there's some stuff to click as well. I don't know why I like these, but I do. Then again, they're quite entertaining for a kid. Well, they would be entertaining for little kids anyway. Alright, anything else around here? I don't remember. Whoops. Sorry, accidentally clicked out the game. Anyway, let's move on. There are no branching paths for this one, so let's just continue.
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange carvings left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
Alright, so for this one, all you have to do is just pay attention to these. So, Pink noses first, then blue noses, green, yellow, then red. Now, like I said before, this game does get brutally harder. Basically, there we go. Huh? Lost a peg. Oh, right. I remember one time actually losing a few Zoombinis because I missed one out of the lot here. Alright. Like, when putting them through. So yeah, this is definitely by far the easiest one. Assuming you pay attention. Alright. Don't have any more greens, so yellow. There we go. And now red. Yeah, definitely by far the easiest puzzle in this one. But, like I said, it does get brutally harder. Eventually, they don't actually show anything, so you have to just figure out which ones you have to put in without any hints.
Use the crystal filters to change the Zoombinis' reflection. It will give them crystal slamming protection.
Right, hang on a quick second. There we go. Sorry, I was just getting the OBS back up so I could see how long I've been recording for. So anyway, this one is actually this one's probably the hardest one. What you have to do is, you need to put one of these slabs here that's exactly the same as the Zoombinis you have. So, yeah, pay attention to both of these and look at them side by side. So, same haircut, same glasses, same nose, same feet. Flip the switch. If you ever mess up any one of those, you lose a Zoombini, so be careful not to do that. Alright, this one's always the hardest for me because it's just trying to find them, really. Hair, eyes, there we go. The next puzzle after this one isn't as hard, but it can trip you up if you're not careful. Also, one thing I will say, like, on the harder difficulties of these, it's amazing, like, how much it can trick you just by the angle of the Zoombinis. Because with these ones, they're facing to the right. Sorry, they're facing to the left. Whichever one. But you have these ones that are facing ahead, and that always got me, like, when I was playing this on the harder difficulties. Anyway, yep, that's right. Alright, there's the next one. Okay, I spotted that. Yeah, I think this is one of the very few games that made me develop my habit of double, triple, and quadruple checking before I do something. Which, to be fair, not the worst habit to have. Nope. Nope. Thought I had the same one, but different coloured nose. Ah, here it is. Yep. Alright. Ah. Okay. Here it is. Perfect. does get a little easier to find them. You know, once there's less to look for. I know if I find like scruffy head, bored eyes, red nose, and wheel legs one, I'll find that one instantly, because that's actually my favourite combination. Oh, speaking of which, here it is. Yeah, to anyone who checks out my DeviantArt, that was the combination of Zombini I used for that one picture. Yep. Yeah, so honestly, I'm not really sure if anyone's going to really enjoy me doing more of these. But like I said during the frog one, this one might be fun to do if I can get the chat into this one. Because when I was watching Proton John's live streams, one of them, he was doing Professor Layton in the Curious Village. And he did something really interesting. Like, he managed to get the chat to try to answer the puzzles for him. And I thought to myself, that's actually a really cool way to get the chat invested. Because I noticed that a good idea to keep streams interesting is to let the chat be involved. I can't really do that too much, considering my list of games are mostly, well, don't really do that except for this one. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to try later on in the future. Maybe if I can like emulate a Phoenix Wright game or something. Anyway.
Search first for traps. So easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
Alright, this is without a doubt one of the trickiest puzzles in the game, and it's one that you can easily miss. Like, easily screw up. Alright, so you need to follow these. It's like, go right, go down. Now, these here, if they're Cyclopses, they'll pass over to the right. But if they're not, they'll skip over and head down to that vortex and disappear. So a good idea is to rearrange your Zoombinis into multiple categories, so you can divide them a little easier. Now, this is definitely one of those puzzles where you want to think carefully before you make your first move, because it's not just finding out where to go, it's which one should go first. Now, onto this one. It'll go up. If it has a Cyclops eye, it'll go into that vortex, but if it doesn't, it'll pass through. This double arrow here, the one that's lit up, that's where it'll go, but once a Zombini passes over it, it will switch to the other. So as you notice, if it has wheels, it'll go down here. If it has springs, it'll go down here. So let's divide up the wheels and springs accordingly. I just need to be careful because one of this... Actually, because of this path here, it doesn't matter what legs they have. So anyway, the wheels and springs are divided accordingly. And the Cyclopses, and we have the scrap remains. So one thing you want to do first is bring your Cyclopses through, since they can go through no problem, no need to sop around or anything. Now, one thing you must remember, don't throw in too many Zoombinis at once on different paths, because if they bump into each other, you'll lose them both. Thankfully, because this is just a singular trail, and no chance of them bumping into anyone, I can do it with this lot. So yeah, this one isn't hard, it's just tricky. So now I'm going to need to do a bit more thought for this one. It's like it'll go up. It can't be Cyclopses since they'll get stuck in it. But thankfully they're all through already. So I need to do spring, wheel. So spring, wheel, spring, wheel, spring, wheel. So spring, wheel, spring, wheel, spring, wheel. And it doesn't matter about the rest, so there we go. Just double checking. Now, I'm going to be a bit slower than I was last time when I was sending the Cyclopses over, because I don't want them to bump into each other. Alright, safe. Okay. So like I said, this is a game that I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and this is, you know, even for a kid's game, like, this can be surprisingly difficult, because like I'm 27 now, and like even this game still trips me up on the easiest difficulties at times. But it might just be because I'm not really paying attention. And I don't know, I've been hamming up about the brutal difficulty, but I think it's better if I just try to show you it instead. So what I'm going to do is, after I finish the second round to go through that other path, I'll show off a brutal puzzle. Okay, good to go. That's it. Haven't lost a single Zoombini. I just need to wait for the last one to pass over.
Well done, O wise and trusted guide.
And that's it.
Is this it? Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zoombinis!
And that's it. That's the entire game. The schoolhouse salutes the Zoombinis who did not lag in Lion's Lair, solved the secrets of the mirror machine, and flew above Bubble Wander Abyss when the travelling was not so easy. So yeah, every time you get a set number of Zoombinis, more buildings and sites will appear. Alright. The one and only Zombiniville. For some, the journey's over. For others, it's just begun. You've done very well so far, but many Zoombinis are still trapped on Zoombini Isle. So, that's actually the main objective of this game. It's not just, like, going through the puzzle games just once. You have to bring every single Zoombini, all 400 of them, to the... from one side to the next. And that's why it gets harder, because the difficulty increases the more Zoombinis pass over to Zoombiniville. But yeah, I'll show off I'll show the harder level later. Right now, let's get started on the second path. We will have to replay some of the puzzles, but I can just skip the cutscenes at least. Anyway. I was just thinking, might be a good idea to actually see how many I can get with the same feat. Yeah, let's go for a wheel group this time. Might as well have a bit of fun with this. Oh, I already got all 16. Alright, so all 16 have wheels. Actually, now that I think about it, that'd be a good idea for the frog. For like the frog puzzle, is to have everyone with the same legs. That's something I might try at a later date. Anyway, let's skip this since we've already seen it. Let's take a look. Okay, so the difficulty's still going to be the same. Alright, so I'll just try and cruise through this as quick as I can. Alright, so those hairs are okay. I've only got one with that haircut, so... Let's see, will this work? Yep. Okay. I think it's eyes that determine which ones can go through or not. Oh, here we go. Are these okay to pass? Yep. So it's just that one's allergic to sunglasses. Yeah, obviously the puzzle results change each time, because let's be real, if it was the same result each time, then the higher difficulties would be redundant.
Oh my, you've done exceptionally well. Carry on, carry on.
They're back.
Alright, let's take a look. Is this one okay? Nope.
What goes up must roll down.
So because this one let that Zoombini pass, but this one didn't, that means they got on this path here.
Hello. Have a good time.
You'll do.
Alright, so dot, board, sunglasses. Where's the Cyclops? Here it is.
Don't be shy.
Alright, so difficulty must depend on the
Enjoy
hairstyles.
yourself.
Oh, no. Must be nose colours.
Can't let you in.
Let's take a look. Yeah, they have reds or yellows, so...
Move it, Toad.
Don't call me Toots. Alright.
Step right up.
Alright, some pictures only blues. What the hell was that noise?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Don't be shy. Have a good time. Have a good time. Splendid job.
You've done quite well.
That was a bit of noise
How
pollution there, wasn't it?
And so our brave travelers continue on through this dusty wasteland.
Alright, yeah.
until-
I can skip these now.
Queens? You're not queens. Huh. Whatever you are, make me a pizza.
Alright, same rules apply as before, just process of elimination.
There's stuff on that I don't like. More toppings!
And let me try the same results as last time. Pepperoni with peppers with cheese, not pepperoni. Pepperoni's a type of meat, I think.
More toppings.
Okay. I think it's very rare for the possibility of it being everything or nothing on the pizza for him. I'm not sure. Either way, we have our answer now.
Thank you, thank you. I'm a pizza party! Splendid!
Hold on. What's this? A campsite with hot soup all ready to eat? Looks like a fine place for Zoombinis to relax. But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
Now, I let that go by because I think there was some things I forgot to click. I think it's this. Yep. That's it. Anyway, onto this path now, which honestly is one I enjoy more.
There's no sense leaving it up to chance. Lure the fleas off the tree branch.
Okay, so meet the evil counterparts of Zoombinis, the Fleens. The troll mentioned them earlier. Now, each one has a different hair, eyes, nose, and feet, much like the Zoombinis. What you essentially have to do is match the ones on the tree branch. So, because all of them have wheels, all of them have rocket feet, which might cause a bit of a problem there. So, let's throw in a scapegoat. Alright, so if enough Zoombinis go on that branch, you'll eventually start to lose them. So basically, this hairstyle represents the blue hairstyle, Cyclops eye, these purple shades, which are very 70s. Yellow nose represents a red nose. So now, we need to compare these lot here to what we have here. So, a scruffy hair, different eyes, different nose. So let's try... Actually, because this one might be the absolute correct answer. Might be. No, but I'm close. So, same hair, same eyes, different coloured nose. And I have a green, a red, and a pink. Okay. Red? Yep, here we go. So it's deduced that yellow noses represent red, beady eyes represent those twisted eyes, but we haven't determined what makes that hair. So let's see. So beady eyes, green or a pink nose, and a different haircut. Pink or green. Hang on. Different haircut, so... This one? Nope, but we have determined what the green hair represents. So this one? Alright, I think I can only have one more on there. So let's determine this safely. So the green hair represents the ponytails, and I have 3 ponytails left. I don't know what the eyes or the nose represents. However, let's actually do a bit of math here. There's only one guy, no, there's 2 guys with 3 eyes. And we have 2 with sunglasses, but we also have 2 with regular glasses. Okay, hang on. So, with yellow noses... So, 1, 2, 3. So, without a doubt... Yeah, without a doubt, a pink nose represents a yellow nose. So it's one of these 3, and I have only got 1 chance. It's not the bored eyes one. So it's either sunglasses or normal glasses. I really don't know. Because there's 2 sunglasses and there's 2 regular glasses of mine, 2 of theirs. So in other words, it's a coin toss. I don't want to lose any Zoombinis because I've done so well on the easiest difficulty, but... Crap. Well, here goes. Damn it. Alright. Wait, what the hell? So I was wrong. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna do something... If ever you don't want to lose any Zoombinis, click the map. Then, try again. Because I'll go back to any of the checkpoints. Zoombini Isle or one of the 2 campsites. I know that's cheating, but... Trust me, this was the better alternative. Alright, let's try and get a better understanding of this. So... These black eyes, they must represent the beady eyes because they're the highest numbers I have. So, no matter what, I should only put down the beady eyes. So let's throw one in. Okay. So we've at least determined the hair, the eyes, and the nose. Now, all 3 of them have the exact same eyes and the exact same nose color. So that means it has to be a yellow. All with a different hairstyle compared to the first one. So this is going to be much easier than last time. Yes, I'm definitely correct on that. Let's try Little Tough. And let's try Dude Hair. Bingo! So yeah, that's honestly one of my favorites. I'm just a little annoyed that I screwed up like that.
Hurry, Zoombinis. Ula, the forest's foremost, and perhaps only, band leader is about to begin rehearsals. She'll be closing the hotel for the night, so scamper into a room.
Yes? Ah, yes. I'll be right down. Make yourselves cozy. Just when I was starting rehearsal. Welcome. You're just in time for tomorrow's concerto. Help yourselves to a room. I got rehearsal. Go ahead. Find yourselves a room.
I really like this music. Okay, so 5 rooms. Pretty much find something that each Zoombini has in common. So, same hair, same glasses, same nose. Let's try different hairs. Let's try the same hair. That seems to be the case. Alright, now let's try... Yep. It's usually one thing each Zoombini has in common. And for easier difficulties, it's usually just the hair or the feet. Yeah, and each time you screw up, actually I might as well show this off. What happens if you put the wrong one in? They drop down, and that timer, like, goes across. So in other words, like, well, that's how many chances you have for screwing up. Otherwise, you're not on a time limit. Alright.
Hey, you're ready to snooze. Dream a little dream.
I quite like her style of voice.
Strike the targets one and all, and watch for a pattern on Mudball Wall.
Now, this one here is probably my favorite puzzle. Now, you notice that there's colors and there's shapes. And basically, each row represents a color and each other row represents a shape. So, let's do this. Nice! Already got a triple. Alright, so now let's try a different color just to give us an idea of where to shoot. Alright, so it seems to do colors go downwards and shapes go right away. So let's try a different shape. Actually, wait. Because there's no spots on the red, let's not bother with the red at all. Alright. So we've determined that this row is circled, so let's just focus on using every circle we have. Alright. So now we've determined pretty much where everything is except for every shape. But this is pretty much smooth sailing from here on out. Alright, let's see where the stars go. Yeah, you need to wait for them to hop on. Okay, so that was a miss. Let's try diamond. Alright. Square. and by process of elimination, that row there is the triangle. So the last two is yellow triangle and green diamond.
You've done quite well.
Alright, let's continue.
Amazing indeed. Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for Zoombinis. And they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
Alright, so we're back at the original campsite now, so the only thing we have left are the three we've already done. However, for this sake, I am going to finish it off, like at least bring the next 16 over to the next one. Once that's done, we'll go straight to Roller Coaster Tycoon. So yeah, it doesn't matter which path you take, because they'll both lead to the same one. It just depends on, like, do you prefer a more logic-based series of puzzles or a more visual-based series of puzzles? I've always preferred visuals, like the mud ball wall. Like, that's something I legitimately enjoy. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, never mind, we're good, I thought that was going to make me automatically fail because I didn't have any of the others. But nope, game doesn't care. I know one thing, having every type of I'm having every Zoombini be one, have one of one shared piece, like all of them having the same feet. I mean, kind of beneficial in the long run. Granted, I kind of tripped up a couple times with the fleeing puzzle. But either way, now this puzzle becomes much easier because now I just need to look for the ones with wheels. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I'm still going to be double, triple, and quadruple checking because, well, it's easy to fail this one. Alright. Oh yeah, we won't be going straight to Roller Coaster Tycoon after I bring these three through. After I bring these Zoombinis through, I want to show off what the harder ones look like. Okay, that's that. Okay, yep. Alright, next up is... In some cases, though, like, trying to find the correct one is kind of harder because I'm looking for smaller differences now. Oh well. I'll probably do this combination more often if we ever take the upper path, because that one puzzle with the frog boat is so annoying. I remember spending about an hour on that one just trying to find differences, and I think what happened was that I had to leave some behind, because that puzzle was unwinnable. Or at least, you know, to get everyone on board. At least I think so. I really don't remember that. Now I just lost my patience. Speaking of which, because of how this game works, like, you can't continue through each checkpoint until you have 16 along each path, which makes you wonder, like, what exactly happens. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Like, what exactly happens if you have too many sprinkled into each camp spot, like 3, 4, or 5, you know, less than 16? Because a part of me can't help but think that if that happens, the game becomes unwinnable and you'll have to start again. At least I think. I haven't... like, I played this game a lot when I was a kid, but I've never gotten far enough to get every Zoombini through. And whether I do that, well, it depends on my mood, really. It's like, I might want to play this in my own time, or it's just going to be a constant stream thing, because who knows? Like, I'm always down for this game. Like, if people want me to stream this game more often, I'll be glad to, but at the same time, it might get a bit boring. Since I'm doing, like, the exact same puzzles each time, and the only difference is that they get harder slowly. That's the next one. Alright. Now for the last one. I'm wondering how this is going to work with all wheels.
Search first.
Okay, well, I at least know one obvious puzzle. Well, one obvious solution. Bring all the ponytails through first. Alright. Yeah, that's all of them. Alright. So, because none of them have the ponytails... Okay, so... How many I've only got one with no... I've only got one with bored eyes. Okay. Okay, so that clicks, that goes forward. Okay, so... And I have no sun... Hang on. So, the one with bored eyes has to go through first. No, it can't go through first, it has to go through second. And I have no sunglasses, so I can do these in any order. So I essentially broke this puzzle. Alright, so now that that's done, I can... Oh, wait, no. Okay. Bored eyes, then sunglasses, then the rest. Good thing I spotted him. Okay. So now... Yeah. bring the sunglasses through in just a minute. There we go. So, because none of them meet the requirements that will cause them to fail, I've already won this puzzle. That was easy. I still need to wait for him to pass through, though, because I don't want them to bump into each other and lose Zoombinis. Now, I think I mentioned this already, but it doesn't matter, like, if you lose Zoombinis, it just means they go back to the previous checkpoints. You'll need to bring more in to pick them up. The best recommendation I have for that is to, if you have any in the campsites, bring Zoombinis through, but deliberately leave some in the previous checkpoint. So, like, for example, you can only have 16 Zoombinis. Let's say you're in this section here, and you lose 6 Zoombinis. That means you'd have to take 16 Zoombinis with you at the start of the game. Then, right before you get to the campsites where the 6 Zoombinis are laid behind, leave 6 behind in the previous area. And then you can pick up those 6 combined with the 10 you have, and you can bring them all through. Then the 6 is in the previous location, assuming it's like not Zombini Isle but the first campsite. Bring 16 and deliberately leave 6 behind. So basically, constantly do a string of deliberately leaving Zoombinis behind to pick up ones that you lost previously. This at least guarantees that you don't miss any, or at least how do I explain this properly? This guarantees you won't lose any Zoombinis, and like, if it is possible for the game to be soft locked if you lose too many at various intervals, like in various locations, then at least you won't be screwed over then. That's assuming if the game doesn't let you proceed if you don't have 16 altogether for the last batch. It's like 5 on the boat, 5 in one campsite, then like 6 in the other campsite. I could be just talking out my rear end at this point, I really don't know. I think one problem with this one is that it's the slowest puzzle. Like, to be fair, like, I could bring in a bunch in, but I don't want to risk them bumping into each other and popping the bubbles, therefore losing Zoombinis. So I don't know, like, this is one of the few games where I'd like to have a perfect run. Like, I like having perfect runs in every game, but there are ones that I'm a lot more lax for. Sorry. So like, there are some games where I'm like, oh, I didn't get it perfect. Oh well, I'll just move on then. But this is one of the few where I can't accept anything but a perfect run. I have to bring all 16 with me. Or at least if I screw up, like, do the strategy I mentioned earlier. Yep, I can bring him through now, and that's all of them. And that's that.
Is this it? Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zoombinis!
Alright. This bowling alley honors the Zoombinis who flush the finicky fleas in Hotel Dementia had pleasant dreams and catapulted cleanly over Mudball Wall when the travelling was not so easy. So yeah, that's it. We're officially done with Zoombinis now. Almost. So, as you noticed, we've got not so easy, oh so hard, and very, very hard. Let's show off a puzzle. Whoops. Sorry. Let's show off a puzzle in very, very hard. Look at this! So yeah, now you have a coloured mud ball, the shape, and the colour of the shape. So let's try this. Let's at least stick with green and red. Okay. Circle? I'm not getting the correlation in this at all. Triangle? Oh, it is a triangle. Crap. Square. And star. Alright, so let's try the colour of the shape now. Pink. Okay, let's... Alright, diamond, then pink. There we go. Okay, I've started to get the correlation now. So that means... So... So that means pink star with a different shape. Let's try... Oh no, no. Pink star with a different colour. So let's try yellow. Oh crap, all shapes are in different positions, so it doesn't matter. Diamond? Okay, so let's try blue. Okay, so no matter what, it's a star. Triangle, star, diamond, let's do circle. And square.
Hoping their comrades would make their way back to safety, the intrepid band continues. Bravely onward.
We only got 3 through. Yeah, this is how much the difficulty spikes up. Let's try a different one, just to show. Let's do this one. Now this time, this is different. You have to make Hang on. What do I do here? Oh, they rotate, so... Propeller? Oh no, they change positions. So now... Okay, so... We can't test. So now we need a green nose. That's blue. That's blue. That's pink. 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 However, that makes blue, and this makes blue. Oh, jeez, that didn't... Well then. So it rotates. I'm gonna leave that one right there. Okay, let's at least show this one. Okay, so...
Why, look here. Ooh, a gang of little blue onions.
Now, because it's no
Say
longer...
whatever you want to, I don't really care.
Because it's no longer, like, in a line, that means everything around this little... this one here has to have something in common. So, like, yellow eyes, tufty hair. Oops. Get on there.
Crab's alive.
Wait, why didn't it accept the hair?
Ah, sure.
Is that change the path? It's very serious about seating on, and on the right occasion there'll be a no way. Take your time, don't be afraid to make mistakes. If a few of our little blue friends. But yeah, you see what I mean, don't you? Alright. That's enough of this. Let's get ready for Roller Coaster Tycoon now, because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Alright, so anyone who's interested in seeing Roller Coaster Tycoon, stick around. What I decided to do is, originally I did a poll asking how should I do these streams if I'm doing more than one game, and the majority of the polls said that I should stop the stream, then turn it back on once I'm ready with the next one. I decided against that. Instead, I'm just going to put up an intermission on here, and when I put this onto YouTube, I'll just separate them via highlights. Okay, anyway. That's enough of that. Let's get ready for the next game, Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I finally get to use the intermission text. Alright. Just gonna take a short break, and then I'll get Roller Coaster Tycoon ready.